right, on this video, I think what we're going to do is talk about the file and folder management aspects of Photomechanic Plus. This is some of the things that will make your life so much easier when you get screwed up while copying photos and have tons of subdirectories and everything else, and all the file names are, you know, a Nikon or Canon or Sony specific name and nothing of value to you. So this will be a short video, but you should find it very valuable. Okay, so we're going to start out with looking at my working catalog or archive catalog. And in this year, 2022, I've got a folder, and you can see, like, if they don't have this arrow beside it, that means that there's just images in it. But when it's got the arrow and you hit that, you'll see there's folders in here. So if we double click on this backyard birds folder, you can see there's absolutely nothing in it. But if you click on August 1, it's full of images. So here's how we're going to be able to clean this mess up and make your life a little bit easier. All right, what I'm going to do is, just to show you, if we're in backyard birds here, we can actually create folders in here and move things around. Let's see here. If we go up to File, you can see that there's the typical capabilities that you would have in any other file or operating or program. But we can pop in here, just use the context menu, you know, two-finger click on a Mac or a right click on a Windows, and you can hit new folder inside this folder, and we can just name it whatever we want. Test. Okay, and it's there. It's that simple. If you want to move that, you can take it and drag it up, and let's see if I actually did it, and you'll see it went to July 16, and if you drop it down, there's the test folder. Then of course you can highlight it, go to the context menu again, and we can't really see it because of this, but you can hit move to trash and it'll ask you, and you just say yes. So that's all you need to do with those. Now the fun part is what you can do with the metadata. So here's just a quick outline of what we do. We're in this folder right here. I'm going to Command A to highlight everything. Then I'm going to hit the image folder, and we're going to get metadata IPTC template. And this one has already got some stuff filled in from another event. So here's what we're going to do, just to make our life super easy. We're going to change this to folder. You can use variables in here, which is awesome. And I'm going to copy that to some other fields here. And what we're going to do is we're going to use this to make our life a little bit easier. All right, so these were in my backyard, so I will put in the appropriate fields over here. This is the only thing you really got to type in. Because I want to populate, this is just some very basic metadata. So now right here for keywords, I'm just going to put backyard and birds. Let's spell that right. And of course put a comma and then birds. So, you know, if we're searching on these, we have something to help us find it with. Now, as I go through each image and spend a little more time in it and figure out which ones I'm keeping, which ones I'm deleting, and all this stuff, I will go add more detailed keywords. Like for these ones with the yellow finch on the feeder, I would just put in, golden finch on the, and feeder, as my keywords, just to help be able to narrow this down later on. Now, what we're doing with this variable called folder, if you look over here, the folder is just August 1. So instead of having 4 folders inside this backyard birds, I'm just going to have the file names include this data and just be done with it and just have one folder. So here's what we do. When we hit go on this, we've selected everything and we hit apply to selected. It's going to run through here. There's 260 images in there, but I'm working on the spinning drive. So as you can see, it's a little slow compared to the SSD, which just rips through them like crazy. These have not been processed before I'm moving these to the archive. So that's why they're sitting on a spinning drive and I'm working on them here. But once this is done, you'll see that the data that we just asked it to put in is now in. We hit the little icon here for the eye for the information, and you can see we've got August 1. For each of these, we got backyard birds for that information. We've got our copyright stuff. We've got all the data in here of when it was taken and the dates and times, all that good stuff. So, but that's not everything, because we still got the wonky file names. So here's what we're going to do. Let's go to File, Rename Photos. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the headline, which I put in the folder for the headline. So it's going to say August 1. So what we can do is, we've got headline and then a sequence number, but I'm going to put backyard birds, just because it makes it a little more, descriptive. Backyard birds, space, the headline dash sequence. Then we're going to come over here, hit the sequence variable, hit reset to put it back to 1, and hit OK. Now I'm just going to hit rename all the files, and boom, they're all named. But there's a space in there, and when using the folder variable, if you use it on everything, you'll end up, if you put spaces in it from the get-go, you're going to end up with a, your descriptions are going to be wonky with dashes in them and stuff. But you need the dash for Google if you're putting these on a blog or something, so you might as well put the dashes in from the beginning. So what we do is, once we get this done, we hit Edit and then Find and Replace. And the Find and Replace in Photo Mechanic is insane. Up here, I put just a blank space in here. You can see, hit space bar. And then I put a dash right here, and we're just going to do it in the file names. And then you hit replace. Boom, and it pops a little window up that says replace 260 occurrences. Hit OK, close this box, and as you can see now, you have perfect file names that Google will appreciate. So we've done all that now. So I want to get rid of this folder. So now what I'm going to do is, since they're all highlighted, I'm going to go back up and I'm going to hit File, and I'm going to come down here to Copy Move Photos. It's going to bring up another dialog box. We're going to click this button right here where it's saying this folder. We're going to click this, and it's going to let us navigate to our folder. So we'll go scroll down, images, then we got to find the right year, 2022. Then somewhere in here there's going to be backyard birds, I hope. Right here at the bottom, of course, not in alphabetical order. And that's where we want it to go. We don't want it to go, into any other folder. So we just hit OK. Then up here, I do this last, move photos and delete the originals, and then hit move. Boom. So now this August 1 folder is empty. So we can close it. Backyard Birds has those images in it with all the metadata and the right information. And now we can come to August 1, hit to the context menu and put move to trash. And then hit OK. And then all you do is you do it for the next 3 folders. So we double click it. We select all of them. We hit File, Image, Metadata, IPTC. It's already got what we want in it, so we hit Selected. Okay, so it's going to run through 265 images now. And like I say, it's going to take it a minute on spinning drives. If you were doing this on your SSDs, it would literally take like 4 to 5 seconds tops to do this on 260 images. I routinely do it on like 4, 5, 6,000 images, and it does not take long at all. Working on a lot of these that were already on the working drives, the SSDs. I was able to go through like 2 years worth of images in just an afternoon, just sitting around doing nothing but that, and it works out really well. I can only imagine how long that would have taken had I not been using Photo Mechanic and doing this method. As soon as we finish this one up, we'll rename them. Okay, so we hit File, Rename Photos. It's going to be Backyard Birds with the headline and a sequence. We're going to restart the sequence again because that headline is going to contain an August 18 date, which will make them unique. So reset, okay, and then rename. So they're all renamed, and then we'll hit Edit and Find and Replace, and it's all ready to go because it was in there from the last one. We hit Replace, and everything's done. So now we can move them up, hit File, Copy Move. It's already set up for Backyard Birds. We just click the Move Photos and Delete Originals and do that, and boom, we are now done with that, and we can just come down and hit the context menu and hit Move to Trash. And now that folder's gone. So we would just do that for the next 2, and it's a pretty fast process. So the next video we'll do, we'll be talking about metadata, because this is just some very, very basic metadata. Like if you're doing a sporting event, a wedding, whatever, a big event where you're gonna have tons of images and you need the exact metadata in there for the event and everything, so the headlines and your captions are correct. That's where this comes into play and is really impressive. So until the next one, bye.